So, I want to talk to the woman today who has been doing everything right in her business, showing up, creating the content, praying over her business, and still not seeing the financial results that she knows that she's supposed to have. I used to be her, and I want to tell you what I discovered that really changed everything. So, before we get into it, let me introduce myself for those that may not know me. My name is Diana Richardson Philippus. I am a five-time published author with books on shelves in San Francisco and the owner and founder of Empowered Women Empower. So, what I want to begin speaking about are the principles, right, that back my strategy for how I implement in my business. So, what I'm going to talk about first is faith and strategy, right? Now, what I'm getting ready to say, you guys, really is what has backed me in my business, how I move, how I strategize, and everything that I've built. The first thing that I want to talk about is faith. God honors faith and wisdom. And I want you to understand two things: faith without works is dead. And so when I say that, I'm saying that we can have faith over our business. We can have faith that things are going to come to pass. But without execution, without the strategy and the execution, then it will remain stagnant. And so what I'm saying is that you have to really begin to really strategize how you want to move in your business. When I began thinking and moving in this type of way, it really laid the foundation for the scaling of my businesses, right? Especially coming out the gate when I was first beginning. I made sure that I kept that front and centered. And so having faith with no clarity is hope. And hope is not a business plan. All of that to say is that, God, He does not bless confusion. God blesses clarity. So it's going to be extremely important that you are very clear on exactly what it is that you want to produce by way of your digital product and who this product is for. And so we can unpack what confusion surrounding your digital product may look like. So what does confusion look like in a digital business? One, not knowing exactly who you're selling to. I'll repeat this over and over and over again. If you don't know who exactly the product is for, then it won't sell. So you have to understand that you have to have a very specific problem that you are solving for a very specific type of person. So remember, you're always going to want to hone in on exactly what your product is for and who the specific person that this product is going to create that transformation for. Another source of confusion that I often see is having a product with no clear path to buyers. Well, you guys, listen. You have to understand that once you have your product, you have to be able to create a plan in order to get your buyers, which is why you're going to find me talking about your 20 first buyers, because guess what? They're right there. They're in your network. And yes, they're attainable. Another source of confusion could be creating or posting content with no real strategy behind it. This is a real big one, right? Because I see a lot that you have a digital business or you have a product, right? And so you have an online presence, but you're posting everything but maintaining consistency surrounding the digital product. Some things that I might hear, oh, well, I don't really like selling. You're going to have to become comfortable with selling. That's something that you're going to need to do. So it's very important that once you have your digital product, once you have identified who your buyers are, then you're going to need to utilize your platforms with however many followers that you may have in order to push your narrative forward. There's no way around it. If you're utilizing this space, you need to be able to speak and post content that is relatable, understandable, and pushing, right, your product in front of people, because people who don't know you can't flow you. Another one, waiting for people to find you instead of going to find them. Again, this is going to piggyback off of the last two things that I said. So you're going to identify your first 20 buyers. These are people within your network. You're going to post about your digital product. You're not waiting for people to find you. You're going to find them. You guys, these people could be right in your phone. These people could be persons who have DM'd you on your social media platforms. These could be people that are within your community. These could be people who are any type of Facebook groups that you are in. The possibilities are endless. You have to go and find them. And lastly, thinking that a bigger audience is going to solve your money problems. You guys, it's not. I see over and over again, and you're going to hear me say this over and over again, that you do not need tens and thousands of followers in order to begin selling your digital product. It is just not so. It is just not so. You can begin making your first sales. You can identify your 21st buyers right in your very own network. You do not need 10,000 followers in order to begin doing this. You just don't. I tell people all the time, you can see people with thousands and thousands and thousands of followers, and they're not selling, people are not buying anything that they have. It is a false misconception on social media, and I get it because I once thought that way too. I really did. I thought the same thing. But I know this to be true. I know this because I've done it. I know this because I teach it. It's the truth. You do not need a big, huge audience in order to begin selling your digital product. You certainly don't need a big audience in order to begin making your first 1K for your digital product, and you're going to rinse and repeat that. And so I can remember when I started out, right? When I first got started with my business, and I didn't have a lot of followers at all, right? My very first business, I didn't have any followers. Let's just start there. I didn't have any followers at all. You know what I did? I kept posting. I kept reaching out to people. I sold within my network. I brought the buyers to me. I went, I found them, and I brought them to me. And I know this is possible, you guys, because I was able to do it. So when I say that, look around you. Look around you. What are people asking you? What is the transformation that only you can provide? It's right there, and you can sell right in your own network. So, you guys, if this is resonating with you, I want to give you something. I created a free guide called Unlock Your 21st Buyers. It walks you through how to identify your first 20 buyers in your existing network. No ads, no massive audience, and certainly no complicated funnel. The link is in the description below if you are ready to stop hoping and to start getting paid. It is completely optional, but it is there. So go on down to the description, grab it, it's free, and like and subscribe, and I'll see you again next week.